Okay, morning, everyone. Please turn on your cameras. Okay. All right, so let's start with the activities that we did at the end of the previous class. Remember, we have the chance to do this speaking task divided in two, right? Remember, you had two things to complete. The first one was the Google Slides questions. You had 8 questions to answer in pairs. Only group number 1 had to work 3 people. Then you had to work that in pairs, right? So then you had activity 2 in which you had to record the video and upload it in Flipgrid, right? Answering these questions, that means that you don't necessarily need to read the question, but you already read. I asked you to record that last Sunday, so your classmates had the chance to observe the video during the week, right? So at this point, Mylene has observed Mel and Jessica's video. Jessica has observed Mylene and Mel's video, and Mel has observed Mylene's and Jessica's video. In this case, Lilibet has already observed Gabby's video, and Gabby has observed Lilibet's video too, right? So in this way, I can mention all of the students, right? Because I told you that today we're going to start by not only reading the information you collect from your classmates, but also by mentioning what you observe in the video of your classmate. So first of all, I want to tell me, let's say the truth. Did you observe the video of your classmate? Yes or no? Put your thumbs up or down if you have or not. Tell me, because I truly need you to participate later on. So put a reaction, yes, no, if you have observed the video in Flipgrid. Everyone, Mel, Diego, Fabricio, Rodrigo, Jessica, Cristina, Lilibet, Maylene, Alejandro, Paola, yes or no? Have you observed the Flipgrid video? Use the reaction, please, in order to know that. If not, then use it the opposite way. You can put that also. Okay, so Cristina, yes, thank you. Who else? Who has observed the video of your classmate? Only Cristina? Yes, the rest no. Elizabeth, you want to say something?
El video de mi compañera no estaba.
Okay, thank you. That's something that's why I'm asking you right now. Let me open Flipgrid then. Mel also, okay, I have 2 people. I think this one, yes. All right, so I have 13 students. Let's see how many videos do I have. 11 responses. So there are 2 people that haven't recorded the video. That means that if you're uploading that video today, you won't have the same grade. So instead of having an easy 10, you may have a 7. And if you don't present today, then you will have 5 if you present tomorrow. And if you don't present by tomorrow, then you have 0. Okay? So it is important not only that you are completing the task or not. The thing is that I truly mentioned, I think I don't know if I have shown you or not, but this is the way I'm grading. You have 0 or 10. Then if you do it, I put 10. If you don't, this one is not in the class anymore. Yeah. Okay. So then I'm gonna start doing the questions about your classmates. And in the case, for example, Lilibet, you can talk about your own video, okay? All right, so ready? Let's start with from 1. Do I have Mylene, Mel, and Jessica? Mylene, yes. Mel and Jessica, yes. I have the 3 of you here. All right. So I suppose that in group number 1, for example, Mylene wrote the answer of one of your classmates, right? And then Mel choose another one and Jessica another one. Yes, you did it that way or it was different? How you did it? Yeah. How you did it? Mel, Mylene, and Jessica. You choose one by one or you all answer all the questions? How you did it?
All the questions.
Okay, so even though you did it that way, I'm gonna ask one by one to read someone else's answers, okay? Let me see. So Mylene, please read Mel or Jessica's answer.
She prefers go on holiday in her country, a specific Manta. She prefers by car because it's sure. She go to the beach because her brother loves the sea. She prefer forever stay in a hotel. She prefers go to sightseeing with her family. She prefers hot because goes to the beach, and she prefers go with her family because they are special moments.
Okay, just in case what I'm going to be doing, it like while you are reading, in this case, she was reading Mel's answers, I'm gonna start, let's say, correcting some mistakes, right? Remember, the idea of the class is that you improve your language. So it doesn't matter if it was not Mylene who wrote the answer. The thing is that you all have this correction, okay? So she prefers to go on holiday and in, I would say, air, okay, specifically Manta. Okay, so it's safe. Let me see something, wait a second. Muy extra. Okay, anyway. So this is not, and now we use the word save. We go by car. If you see that I am correcting something that in your writing you have to check, do it. She goes to the beach because her brother, remember that when you're talking about a girl, in this case, the possession of a girl, we use her. right? She prefers. In this case, I won't use forever. She always prefer. She prefers to go sightseeing with her family. I'm just going to copy and paste this. She prefers. What it says, question 6, she prefers hot. Ah, hot weather. Hot weather. Mhm. Okay. So can you please, thank you, Mylene. Continue, Mel. Read Mylene or Jessica's text.
Okay. She prefer going on holiday in your country. O sea, number 2, she prefer by car. She prefer go to a city because she likes buildings. She prefers staying in a hotel because it's more comfortable. She prefers go sightseeing because she likes to explore a new place. She prefers cold weather because she hates the heat. She prefers go with her family because she enjoys it more.
Okay. So in this case, you have to do the same corrections. I had to ask you to read Jessica's because then Jessica has to read her own text. Okay. You have always to use to go, to travel, you have to use to. She prefers to stay because you're using infinitives. Then a hotel is more comfortable. In this word, it's like M doesn't exist. So comfortable, okay? Sometimes we get confused to say comfortable, but then actually the right way to say is comfortable. Should I actually prefer cold weather because she hates the heat? To go. Okay. So Jessica, read yours, please. To go. Jessica.
The sentence.
Read your text, please.
Yeah, dice, she prefers go on holiday in your country. She prefers go to by car in the morning. She prefers go to the country city. She prefers to stay in the country city to rest. She likes to spend time with animals and enjoy the country city. She prefers cold weather because she ate the elk. She prefers is good with her family.
Okay. So in this case, don't forget that it's important. Say, for example, she prefers, okay, be careful with the word. It's not this one. I cannot like cross it out. That's why I'm underlining the words that are not okay. She prefers, not prefers, prefers, okay, to go on holiday. Prefers to, okay. And the same, prefers to, let me just copy, not to go by car in the mornings And then if you are starting the sentence, you have to use uppercase. She prefers, again, this is not okay. Be careful. If you write prefects, that is another word. It's not okay. Okay, let me copy this. I'll put it down. Okay. This one is countryside. You don't pronounce you, it's countryside. Uppercase. If you start with lowercase, it's incorrect. Hasta en español, es un error ortográfico que empiece con minúscula las oraciones. So, uppercase. She prefers the same. Okay. All right. So, girls, have you observed each other's video? Mylene, Mel, and Jessica? Yes, no. Tell me.
Can you repeat?
If you have observed your classmates' video in Flipgrid or not. No, Mel, okay. Mylene
No,
and Jessica, no?
No.
No. Okay, so while room 2, room 3, and room 4, they are presenting, I want you to observe. In this case, Mylene, observe the video of Mel and Jessica. Mel, observe the video of Mylene and Jessica, and Jessica, observe the video of Mylene and Mel, right? Use these minutes to do that while the other students are presenting, okay? Let me continue with room 2. Okay, Lilibet. I think I don't have Gabby. I had it, but I don't have anymore. So, did you wrote the answers of Gabby or she wrote herself?
¿Qué? No entendí.
That you wrote the answers of Gabby or you wrote your own answers?
Yo escribí la de ella.
Okay. So please read her answers. So she
going on holiday in your country. She going by car. She going to Manaví or Salinas. She studying in a hotel when going to Salinas. She going for visited family. She preferred cold weather. She went with family.
okay. So let me see. She prefers to go on holiday. So this one, no. And she prefers to. She prefers to go. Oh, she prefers going by car. Yeah. She going. For example, this one. Why is not okay she going? Because if you want to use present continuous, you have to use she is going. Or if you want to say that she commonly, where she goes to Manaví or Salinas, but not going. It's not something that is happening right now, okay? So she goes to Manaví or Salinas. She stays, this is present simple. She stays in a hotel when going to Salinas. I can accept when going to Salinas, but I would say when when she goes. I will use also simple. Then it says she goes to visit her family, for example, to visit her family. Visit, this is not her family. Just in case, in red are the words that I am adding, and the ones underlined is something that we have to cross out. She prefer in this case, prefers, because you're saying what is her current preference, okay, prefers. Cool weather, she went with family. Okay, great. So then I'm gonna ask her the your information. And I will mention something about the video later on, okay? Let me continue with room 3. Thank you, Lilibet. Alejandro and Cristina. Do I have Alejandro? Yes. Yes. I had Alejandro. No, it's not. Jessica, Lilibet, no. And Cristina, I have Cristina. Okay. So, Cristina, can you please read Alejandro's answer?
Good morning, Miss.
Hello.
He prefers to go on holiday in country because he likes the landscape. He prefers going by car because bad music. He prefers going to the beach because it's your favorite place. He prefers going to the hotel because have a Wi-Fi. He prefers going for walks because he like. He prefers sunny weather because goes to the pool. He prefers going with your friends because it's very funny.
All right. So, have you observed Alejandro's video or no? Or he doesn't have the video? No? Or yes? Cristina, have you observed his video? To go on holiday. Cristina,
Sí, Miss, dígame,
have you
que no lo
observed,
escucho bien.
yeah, have you observed Alejandro's video in Flipgrid or no? She likes the landscape, period.
Sí, creo, Miss.
Sí. Sí, have you observed? Okay, to put music. Okay, what I'm going to do, if you haven't observed, do it right now. And if you have it, but you don't remember, do it again. Go to Flipgrid and observe Alejandro's video, okay? I think he's not here. No, he's not definitely. So I'm going to move on to the next room. Prefers going to the beach because it's his. This is not. Is his favorite. Yeah, don't forget to put final period. I have forgotten that in the previous students. He prefers. Here is to going to a hotel. For example, here, not because have a Wi-Fi, but to have Wi-Fi. No, to have Wi-Fi. Because you don't have 2 Wi-Fis, 3 Wi-Fis. No, you have Wi-Fi, that's it. Going to the hotel because He prefers going for walks because he likes it. Okay. First anybody because no. Then to go to the pool. Okay. Thank you. Now, room 4, Rodrigo and Paola.
Yes.
Let's see.
Here, he prefers to trade in his country because he don't know in much on the dog race is mitad del mundo. By car because he likes the country and nature. Her prefers city because doesn't like a lot of people. He prefers to go camping because
Rodrigo, creo que estás leyendo mi parte.
But it's okay.
Él
The,
tiene también su parte.
no, okay, you say, I thought you say Paola, that he was reading his own. You have to read Paola's text.
Ajá.
ya. Disculpe. The one you prefer to trade to another country because you like to see other place. By car because I like to see the sunset, and by plane because he likes to travel. She likes going to the beach because it relaxes her and also being in contact with the sea. He prefers camping because he has never camped and would like to try, also to disconnect from technology and be relaxed. Tourings because you like to know other cultures. 6. She prefers cloudy weather because she likes to be cold and eat is cold and makes her want to eat and sleep. He likes to enjoy time with his family.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so for example, when you are referring to a girl, in this case, you have to say she prefers. Okay. Prefers because it's third person, so you have to add the S. Because she likes to see, or in this case, she likes to see. She likes. So I know I'm taking too long doing this, but it is important. So next time, because this is not the only pair word you're going to do. So next time that you have to do a pair word activity in which you have to describe, then you pay attention on, yes, I have to write about a girl, so I have to write using she. Or no, I cannot use you, I have to use a different personal pronoun, something like that. by car because I like to see the sunset. For example, here it says he. She's not a man. It's she. So be careful with that. Okay? All right, so Paola, you can start reading Rodrigo's information while I continue checking his, okay?
Okay. He prefers to travel in his country because he doesn't now eat much on the Dutch place in East Mitad del Mundo. By car because he likes the country and nature. He prefers city because doesn't like a lot of people. He prefers to go camping because he disconnects from the city and technology. He prefers to no sé qué puse
Yeah,
aquí.
make it bigger. Yeah. Oops, this is too big, sorry. Or 125 maybe. Better or not?
Oh, tourings because he knows more place. He likes it clothing because her feels more comfortable when there is no sun. Spend with family because you feel more comfortable. Be with them.
Okay. So here says that he prefers because he doesn't know much. Don't forget final theories, okay? Here, doesn't. Be careful with it. Doesn't. This is very common, but be careful with this, okay? This is the way you have to write it. I'm just going to copy and paste in order to make the emphasis on how it is correctly written. I will add here. In that way, he knows more place, like de esa manera. He likes. Here you don't need to say eat. Cloudy weather. Because it feels more comfortable. Don't forget, delete from your tongue letter M. So more comfortable when there is no sun. 7, spend with family because you feel more comfortable with them. Okay, very good. So Rodrigo and Paola, have you observed each other's video or no?
No.
No. Okay, now it's the moment to do it. Go to Flipgrid and observe Rodrigo, Paola's video, and Paola observe Rodrigo's video, okay? I think I have another room. Yes. I don't have Juan Marco here today, at least not in this hour, but I have Fabricio. So Fabricio, can you please read Juan Marco's information?
He prefers going abroad because he likes no other places. He prefers going by plane because it's very fast. He prefers going to the city because it have many sky buildings. He prefers staying in a hotel because more comfortable. He prefers going sightseeing because he likes shopping. He prefers the cloudy weather because he likes the rain. He prefers going with your family because haven't seen them in a long time.
Okay. Let me add here to know other places. Never going by play because it's very fast. He prefers going to the city because if you use it, remember he, she, it is third person. So it has, okay? So it has many sky building. Prefer staying in a hotel is more comfortable. Don't forget, repeat in your houses. Comfortable, comfortable, right? Not comfortable, comfortable. This is shopping. Like San Marino shopping, right? No, shopping, no, shopping. He prefers, don't forget S is important. He prefers going with his family. Because he hasn't seen them. Hasn't, no haven't seen them in a long time. Okay, thank you. Fabricio, have you observed Juan Marcos' video? Not yet,
Yes, I saw the video.
you did it. Okay, so once I finish with this first part, then I ask you about the video, okay?
Okay.
All right, so if I have, let me very quickly add this. So you all did it. I don't know why I have 11 students. Ah, I have here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. And here I have, Gabriela, it will be 12 students. This is not 12, so I'm missing one student. Someone didn't complete the task. Jesus. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do like 2 things at the same time. Right now, I'm going to show you this, right, in order to see your names, and I'm going to start marking who have present or not. In that way, I know who has completed or not the activity. Wait a minute. Okay, I have the list in the other tab. And your slides here. Great. This is slides. Okay, so Mylene, Mel, Jessica, You finish observing the videos? Yes. Mhm. Mel, and Jessica, have you finished observing the videos? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mel, tell me about Jessica's video.
She went to Baños. She went to Bailón del Diablo. She went to family. She typical foods from Amazon region like tilapia fish. And finish, they didn't any problems.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, Jessica, tell me about Mylene's video.
Teacher,
Mhm.
¿qué le digo, teacher? No me entendí.
About the video of Mylene, the video that you observed in Flipgrid.
Sí, ya lo revisé, sí.
Sorry, what do you say?
¿Me puede repetir?
Uh-huh. If you have observed or know the video of Mylene. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, so tell me, what do you observe? In the video of Mylene? What did she say? If you haven't, you can observe again Mylene's video, okay? You have to go to Flipgrid, find Mylene, and observe her video. And then you tell me, oh, Mylene said that she loves to travel to Quito or loves to, I don't know, whatever she recording the video, okay? So Jessica, I'm going to give you some minutes, all right? And I want you to tell me about Mylene's video, yes? Okay, so I'll give you some time. So Mylene, tell me about Mel's video.
Oh, no lo veo, Miss.
Hurry up because I told you to do it, okay? So Lilibet, tell me about your video.
Yeah.
It's your own video, so you have to remember what you record.
I going to Salinas in fin de año, New
New-
Year.
New Year's, okay.
I stayed in hotel, Cardi Hotel, se llama. I went with my family. No me acuerdo cuál era la otra pregunta.
Let me show you the image, so maybe you can remember this one.
Yeah. I liked the seafood, creo que era.
Okay.
Marisco.
Seafood.
Seafood. And I like cool weather. In the day, I go to the beach, and the night I went to Malecón Salinas. And I don't have any problems, and have a good time.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Now let me continue. I have. Okay, Cristina. Have you observed Alejandro's video now? Yeah.
Yes, miss.
Okay. So,
He went to Manta with his family. His favorite food is rice with meat. He likes to play soccer with his friends and watch YouTube videos.
okay, that's it. Or you have.
Miss,
Yeah.
creo que Alejandro no está en clases.
It doesn't matter, but you tell me about the video because the video is recorded. It doesn't matter. So, oops. Yeah, so that is what you remember, right? Let's see. Now, thank you. Rodrigo and Paola, please.
Yes.
Okay, so Rodrigo, now you observe Paola's video, yes?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about her video.
She went to the beach. She left on the 1st of January. She left with her family, dog, cousin, and boyfriend. In house in the beach. Se quedaron en una casa de playa. Y
Okay, but it's important. It's mainly what you remember, so it's okay. All right. So now, Paola, tell me about Rodrigo's video.
Mi historia no lo terminé de ver.
My goodness, hurry up. Okay, let me continue. So I'm missing Maylene and Paola, right? Fabricio. Tell me about.
In the video of Juan Marco, he said he went to Baños and he went with all his family, and he stayed in Grand House, I think, and he visited all the town, all the places and touristic sites, and in the night he played with all his family.
Okay, thank you. And I think that's it. So now, Maylene, you're ready? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
She went to Salinas with her family. She stayed in her beach house. She favorite food is fish and favorite weather is hot. She went to the beach during the day. She likes to go out a good time.
Okay, thank you. Jessica, have you observed Maylene's video? Yes. Finish. Observing her video.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, tell me about Mylene's video.
Um,
What do you remember that Mylene says? What place she mentioned? That she loved to travel somewhere, I don't know.
ella dice que about my last holiday, I went to my last holiday with my family and stayed in home. Out my phone is very good and like to enjoy.
Okay, so you mentioned what you record. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, let me see. So I was missing you. Paula, finish. Almost. Tell me what you have observed, but I need to finish with this.
O sea, sí terminé, pero lo que entendí,
Mhm.
porque no le entendí muy bien lo que dijo.
Yeah, it's okay. What you can catch from the video, that's it.
¿Lo oí?
Mhm. Yeah, so tell me what do you barely remember?
A ver, he go to Quito in November.
Okay.
And he stay in hotel. And he likes food, pork with potatoes.
Okay. And that's it?
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so I think that we have, let's say, finished with this section. All right, so let's go please to the Moodle right now, all of us. Open Moodle. Okay, so I'm gonna make it quite bigger. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. All right, so I was telling you that in the Moodle, we have accomplished 2 Unit A, right? So we have right place, wrong person in the student book version. So this, my perfect summer holiday, is part of what you already answered in the speaking in Google Slides. This is about Joe and Laura that we have already read. Remember that we read that which is the worst situation that they have happened, etc. Right? And yeah, that's it. Simple words. And yes, we answer also the other speaking, which is also part of the Google Slides and Flipgrid activity that you have complete. So we can go now. Let me see. Have we completed this? I think we already did it, right? Give me a second. Yep, we did it. Yeah, that we observed the videos about past simple, and we mentioned that in the case of regular verbs, they finish in ed, remember? And the irregular ones are not necessarily with ed. Okay? So we have already completed this too. Yes, 11 intentos, great. And I think we only missed, that's it, no. Yeah, so we have completed totally 2A. Right now, we're going to continue with 2A, but the workbook version, okay? So what you can do right now, let me mostrar. You can refresh the Moodle page with F5, so you can see the activities. We did it, the grammar ones, but we haven't completed the vocabulary. Yes. So let's go to do vocabulary activities right now. 2A workbook, please go there. 2A workbook. Okay, so wait a minute, let me open so I can see your faces while we're working. And we have here, oops, where am I? Here, questionnaire. It says, write the phrases. So be careful. Remember that always when it says that you have to write, if you put a comma, an uppercase that is not, a lowercase that is not, then that is a mistake, okay? It says only write the phrases. You can observe the pictures and then complete. It says 1, camping. What is the phrase that we have here as correct? Camping. How do we call it? How do you say the phrase? Have camping, do camping, go camping. How do you say?
Go to.
Go, okay. Wait a minute. All right. What about number 2? Says go, oops, sorry, I was missing O. 2, it says go, what? What they are doing, these people in the pictures. What they are doing? Are they playing soccer? Are they running? What are they doing?
Que no se ve bien la imagen.
Let me make it quite bigger. This is what I can do. So what are they doing? What can you observe that they are doing? What are they doing? Are they swimming, playing soccer, sleeping? What do you think they are doing in the forest?
Go for fun.
Walk.
Yes. I think this sport is called trekking or something like that you only walk. That's it. So yes, go for a walk. Remember, it's not walk or walking, no, walk or walking. Okay? So go camping, go for a walk. Then, well, of course, we're only watching a person in the computer, but then it says 3, flights on the internet. What do you do with your computer and the internet regarding flights? So I need to travel tomorrow to Quito and I want to buy my ticket in Avianca. So I need to flights on the internet. What do you do? To the flights. You don't pay the flights. You don't go the flights. What is the word? I don't know if you have apps in your phone to travel. Sometimes there are, I don't know, low price tickets using Kayak, Hopper, and you can reserve hotels or tickets in booking.com. Have you seen that app, Booking? Yes. Despegar, all the stuff. So in those places, you book flights on the internet. You may say, Miss Liz, but book is not libro. Yes, it is, right? But it's also a verb that means that you are reserving something, okay? Okay, number 4, go. If you need a passport to travel, are you going to Quito? Not really, right? When do you need passport? When you are traveling? Do you know? When do you need passport, visa? Do you need passport to go to Cuenca? No. When do you need passport? When you're traveling where?
Abroad.
Abroad, yes. You travel abroad. That means to another country. Maybe, for example, if you travel to Colombia, you don't really need passport. You can use the ID, but if you have passport, they stamp your passport, right? And there are some other countries that you actually, yes, you need the passport, but then that is to go abroad. Thank you. Then 5, where is 5? This one. I know this is really small, but then you have some skis, right? To go to the snow and to practice this sport, those are skis, right? In this case, this person is not buying the skis, he's hiring. What is to hire? Anybody knows what is the meaning of hire? What is to hire? Who can tell me? You.
Go to party.
Hmm?
Go to party, no.
Mhm. Okay, it says, no, I mean hire here. What is the meaning of this? What is to hire?
Alquilar.
Alquilar, similar to say to rent, okay? So. And then number 6, someone mentioned party, I think, right? Yes. So it's not actually to go party, but then to go out at night. You can go out to McDonald's, but you can go out to a party also, right? But to go out, that's it. Whatever is the plan. Number 7. what happens if you are in another country or another city and you want to sleep? Where do you stay? Where do you go? Where do you sleep? In number 7 says, you, what is a verb? We're putting verbs actually here. So we cannot say you sleep in a hotel.
Stay.
You stay in a hotel. Mhm. Number 8, I cannot see 8. If you are tourist and you're taking photos of everything, you're only, you watch some pictures in the museum, right? You're not actually buying stuff. You are just walking around and trying to know places. So you go. What are you doing when you are only observing? Some people use that verb in the presentation. You go. Sightseeing. What is to sightseeing?
Pasear.
Like, I mean, sight and seen, it's from observe, right? When, I don't know if you have listened to this popular phrase in Spanish that say, vamos a ir de Miranda, right? You only observe, you don't buy anything, you don't do anything else that go and watch stuff. That's it, only observe. What about number 9? What are they doing? Observe. 9 and 10, observe. Okay, it says 9. What do you do on the beach? If you're not swimming and you are sleeping, right? What are you doing? Up to there. What are you doing? Sunbathing. Here says sunbathe on the beach. Está bronceando. Sunbathe. Okay. And then it says away from for the weekend. Maybe you go away for the weekend and you go to Salinas, maybe, right? It's not that you are traveling to another country, but you travel, you drive 2 hours and you are somewhere else. Okay, so please go and complete activity 1A in the workbook of Unit 2A. Please go and complete, you have 2 minutes.
Miss, ¿me podría decir qué actividades?
Sure, is activity 1A of workbook 2A.
Miss, está silencio.
Sorry, I was saying that now that you finished, remember that we're working in the workbook. Now this is the second activity of vocabulary, okay? It says, complete the sentences with an adjective. We have, I think this is big enough. You can see. Okay, so here it says, we loved our room. It was very, what was the word that I told you that you don't pronounce letter M? What is that word? Do you remember? That you don't pronounce M. I told you.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Yes, that is a word. Comfortable. We loved our room. It was very comfortable. Okay, thank you. Number 2, the weather was warm. And how happened commonly in the mornings in Guayaquil?
Sunny.
It's sunny. Every day. There were a lot of people everywhere. It was very, if you have a lot of people, maybe in a concert, it is very CR. It starts with CR. It's very crowded. Okay, when you have a lot of people together, it's crowded. Okay. Number 4, we ate very well. The food was with letter D. What is the word that we can use?
Delicious.
Sorry?
Delicious.
Delicious, yes. Let me see. Number 5, the staff in the hotel were horrible. They were very on what? And sometimes quite rude. On, remember that when you use on, means that is something negative. So unhelpful. What is to be unhelpful? What is the meaning of that? If someone is unhelpful.
Inútiles.
That doesn't help, right? Unhelpful, doesn't help. Okay. Great. The next one, let me see. There wasn't much in the apartment. It was very, it says, it didn't have even a fridge. Fridge is like the shortened way to call a refrigerator. So there wasn't much in the apartment. You only have the bed, maybe something, maybe the kitchen and a microwave. That's it. So it was very, with letter B.
But
Well, I won't call bad, but then basic. It's not bad when you start. Maybe you are independent and you don't have money to buy all your stuff in the house yet, but you have something basic, right? Then number 7, the other people on the trip were very, how can be someone that is kind? Sorry?
Friendly, no.
Friendly, yes. They were very friendly. They were not rude, right? We hope to meet someone like them, or some of them again in the future. 8, the town was, with letter L.
Lovely.
Lovely. All the houses had flowers on the balcony and were painted different colors. 9. It was, and we didn't see the sun at all. So it was not sunny. If you cannot see.
Cloudy.
Yes, cloudy. Yes, very good. 10. Our first meal was, it says D, so we didn't eat at the hotel again. So you were, you see. Okay. Disgusting, right? Maybe you ate something that was not tasty, that was quite weird. So it was disgusting, so you didn't want to repeat the eating there, right? So this is the second activity, activity 2D of the workbook of Unit 2A, okay? Go there and complete, please. just in case, comfortable is with M, not N. M, comfortable. Okay.
Y ahí me equivoqué.
Mhm. Let me see. The other one. I mean, it's important that you have mistakes now and not in the exam. And that you pay attention to the corrections, okay? Then the other one says disgusting. Okay, I think you were missing S in this case. Disgusting, Rodrigo. This. And then the other one. Let me see. It said you put letter D and you didn't have to write D in delicious. That's the mistake. Okay. All right, I think you have finished. Great. 11 people. Very good. Okay. So we finished vocabulary. Last week, we finished with the grammar activities, right? See? Yep. Now we have to do pronunciation and listening, but I think one of these, I think the second one, I want to do it here, and then the other one, we leave it for the group work, okay? This one is for group, the listening. And let me see the time. How much time do we have? 10 minutes is okay. Let me see this. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do with you only the activity 3C in pronunciation. Then 3A and 4A are with groups. So far you have 2 for the last hour, okay? Let's see. Wait a second, I need to see you all. Yeah, there you are. Okay. It says vista previa. Let's start. Okay, so write this irregular past simple form. I'm sorry. These irregular past simple forms in the correct circle in alphabetical order. So we have to pay attention on the sound and on the alphabetical order too. That's why I wanted to do this with you, okay? Wait a minute. Here it is. Okay. We have the sound horse, boat, and the words that we have here. Let me look at the options. Yes, you can see now the options too. Then we have O, phone, bro.
Drove.
Okay, you say you drove. Great. Then we have cat, drunk. Then egg, red. And then train, came. So if you have more answers, let me know. So in the horse sound, what else we have?
Road.
Actually, if you say, you don't say brought, you say road. That is more like phone, broke. So road
Or
is
saw.
here. You say?
Saw.
So, yes, so. Very good. More words, please, guys, the rest of you.
How,
Where?
how,
and horse.
Car, this one.
Uh-huh.
Yes, very good. Okay, what else?
Sat and cat. Right.
Okay, sat in cat. What else? More options?
Say
In which place?
and train.
In the three.
Three.
No,
No.
can you repeat the word? Sorry. This one said.
Say.
No puede ir gave.
Gave in which? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2.
In number 2, said. It's not cat, drunk. You don't say sat, like cat.
Drunk into.
Run into, yes. Cat, run, sat.
Gave.
Went. And number 4, went.
In number 4, went.
Train came
Egg,
when.
red, went.
Gave in 5.
Gave, train, gain, gave.
Made.
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 Gave, and this one, said. You don't say said, no, said. Said. Okay, so please go and complete. Remember, this is 3C in the workbook of 2A, 3C. Okay, I'm gonna play the audio just to confirm the pronunciation while you are completing, okay?
File 2A. Pronunciation. D. 1. Mother. V.
That. They. Thanks.
2. Thumb. Th. Thing. 30. These. 3. Mother. V.
3. This. The.
4. Thumb. Th. Thursday. Those. 13.
Cafuné.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so while you're working, I just want to confirm, in this case, Diego, you're here, right? Yes. So you are the one who is missing the activity here. So you must be the one completing your information from 1 to 8, this information. And then you have to record your video. All right? Those are 2 grades. If you don't have that, then you don't have grade, you have 0 in that activity. So I strongly recommend you that, of course, no in the morning right now, but then in the afternoon, you separate some minutes, record the video, and you have the grades, right? Now, I know you were absent.
Miss, una pregunta, pero ese fue el video que teníamos que hacer la clase pasada, ¿no?
Yeah, I'm telling Diego. I'm talking
oh,
about
oh.
Diego. He is the only one that is missing. So then if you don't have it completed, Diego, for tomorrow, then you have over 7, 5, 0 again, right? So be careful with that. Okay. So let me see. Yeah, most of you have completed. I'm gonna wait 1 more minute. Okay. Okay, so to confirm, how many activities do you have so far for the last unit? How many? How many activities I have put in group work? Do you remember?
1.
1. Who can tell me another one? 1, 2.
1 that you need to a workbook 3A. 1.
And listening for 8. 2 activities. Okay, so we may be missing 2 more, okay? Depending on how long or short, I will add not only 2, but 3 more, okay? All right, so we can start with 2B. It says, the story behind the photo. Let's start with this one. It says, look at the photo which news photographer Tom Pilston took in 2008. What do you think is happening? Please observe carefully. Have some seconds to observe and try to understand what is happening.
Where is this picture?
In the unit 2B, student book. It's new one, so if you cannot see it, you have to refresh Moodle. So they are observing what? They are in which country? Which is the moment in history? What do you think?
Choice president.
So maybe it's a presidential election. All right. What else? Why is it important?
Think that Obama president.
Looks like it is Obama's election.
Uh-huh.
All right. That's why it's historical, right? It's not the president of the classroom, it's the president of the United States, right? So that's why it's important. Great. All right. So now we're going to read Tom's description. Remember, Tom is the photographer, right? Of what happened on the night he took the photo. Let's see if we were right or not. Okay? So I'm going to ask all of you to read, but one sentence by one sentence, okay? Remember the sentence finished with the final period. So please, Mel, start. On
4th November, I arrived in Chicago late in the evening. I
Wait.
want,
Wait, one sentence, remember. Fabricio.
I wanted to photograph Barack Obama and his family in the convention center, but when I got there, I discovered that I didn't have my press pass. I couldn't go inside. I walked around the park outside the center.
One sentence. You see the period and you stop, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Jessica. I walked
around the park outside the center.
Thank you, Lilibet. Although it was
Although it was November, it was a warm night. The atmosphere was wonderful. When I took this photo, everybody was looking at the TV screens, waiting for the election results. Some people were
Wait. Remember, you see the period and the sentence finished, so you stop. Mylene, the next one is Diego. So Mylene, read now.
Some people were quickly holding hands and smiling. Some people were quickly holding hands and smiling. Others were tense and nervous. They felt,
Diego?
They felt that it was their moment.
Okay, Alejandro.
Suddenly realized that this was a better place to be in than.
Wait, remember, when the sentence finish, you see the period, you stop. Only one sentence per student. So Alejandro, suddenly,
I realized that this was a better place to be than inside.
okay, Juan Marco. I
was watching Obama's victory through the faces of all these people, African, Hispanic, Chinese, white, at about
white, that's it.
12, no,
Mhm.
12 o'clock.
Wait, Juan Marco. Cristina, at about
At about 11 o'clock, the results were announced and everybody went made.
That's it, stop. Rodrigo.
People started laughing, shouting, and crying.
Thank you. Paola?
But when Obama made his speech, they all become quiet and emotional.
Thank you. There was only one place to be on the planet that night, and I was there. Okay. I know that some of you do not realize when the sentence finishes. You see, sometimes there are very short sentences, some others are long, but when you see the period es el punto final. When you see the period, the sentence finish, okay? We're going to do the practice of reading one sentence per student later on, okay? So we were right. It was presidential elections, and yes, we were right about Obama. Very good. Let's see. It says, read again and answer the questions. Well, actually, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm gonna copy the image to our chat so I can have the text also here. And yeah, there we are. Okay. So, question 1. Why did Tom Pilston go to Chicago? Why? What's the reason? Why? We have 7 questions. And then I have, I think 10 students. No, 11 students. So please answer, why did Tom go to Chicago? Read again.
He went because he wanted to photograph of Barack Obama.
Great. So it was on purpose, right? It was not coincidence that he went to, no, it was on purpose to do that. Thank you. What about number 2? Why couldn't he take a photograph of Obama? So why he couldn't? Why it was not possible?
He forget the press pass and couldn't go inside.
Okay. Yes, remember that, I don't know if you have seen in elections especially, that you have this prensa paper, right? That you have sometimes a carnet or a paper in the cards, right? So yes, that was the reason, the press permission that he didn't have. All right, what about the weather? What they mention about the weather?
It was warm.
It was warm, okay. Then, where did he take this photo? Where? They describe the place, so where?
In the park outside the convention center.
Outside, yes, great. Where could the people see the election results? Where? Where he could see the election results?
TV screens.
Okay. Let's see. Was he sorry that he couldn't go inside the center? He said, what a pity, or not really, it doesn't matter. What do you think? What do you think? So was he sorry or not?
No.
Not really, right? Because he could access to the information, to the people, even though he was not inside. So what happened when Obama won? At the end, how people react or how was the environment?
These people, salute them.
Yes, it mentioned that they were even emotional, something like that, right? Great, very good. Okay, so why, and this is the last question. Why do you think the photographer thought his photo was better than a photo of Obama himself? Do you agree? Please write in the chat, all of you, this one. Do you think the photographer thought his photo was better than a photo of Obama or not? Please answer letter D in the chat. You have 1 minute, all of you. So all of you are writing the answer of letter D. I should have 11 answers in the chat of Zoom. So Cristina, Paola, Juan, Rodrigo, Alejandro, Diego, write the answer of letter D. Maylene, Lilibet, Jessica, Fabricio, Mel. Have 1 minute to write. Okay, I have one answer. What about the rest? Okay, 2 people. What about the rest? I should have 11 answers. I'm reading your answers. Okay, so we can say the most of you have agree with that, right? Let me wait a couple of minutes more, so maybe the ones that are finishing a second. Okay, so most of you have agreed. Okay, so right now, as you can see, we have finished reading. In the grammar section, we have past continuous as the main topic, okay? So we're going to do this activity, then we're going to observe the video, and I think we handle to do 1 or 2 more activities about grammar, okay? Wait a minute, because I need to put something else here. Wait a second. Yeah, then I'm gonna hide it. Let's do this first. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this. It says, look at the highlighted verbs in an extract from the text. Do they describe actions that happened? Let's see. When I took this photo, everybody, pay attention on this, was looking at the TV screens, waiting for the election results. Then, some people were quietly holding hands and smiling. Others were tense and nervous. Okay, so let's look at the options. It says, at the same time as he took the photo or after he took the photo. So they're asking if these situations that they were looking at the TV screens and then that they were quietly holding hands, right? And smiling, happen at the same time or happen after he took the photo. So he took the photo and then happened the other situation. What do you think? What is the answer here?
At the same time.
After.
Ah, yes, at the same time as he took the photo. Very good, at the same time. Yep. So in this case, it says was looking, was is past, right? But then it says looking. So I'm using continuous, but in this case it's past continuous. So something that happened in that moment. Not this one, in that moment. It was, they were not only look and immediately, no. That was a period of time they were doing that action. Okay, so please go and answer the first one. 2A of the unit. What unit is this? Unit 2B. Please answer that question. 2A. Okay, so let's continue. As I mentioned, I'm going to play the video right now in order to do the examples, to the questions, to see the structure, and then we continue working, okay? Let me show you the link that I have open.
Past progressive.
It's the same if you say past progressive or past continuous. It's the same, okay?
What are verb tenses? Verb tenses show the time that an action takes place. The simple past and the past progressive are verb tenses. For short past actions, we use the simple past. For long, continuing past actions, we use the simple past or the past progressive. For example, in the sentence, I called my friend at 9 p.m. last night, the simple past verb called is a short action. In the sentence, I talked to my friend for 2 hours last night, the simple past verb talked is a long action. In the sentence, I was talking to my friend for 2 hours last night, the past progressive verb was talking is also a long action. Using the past progressive helps to emphasize that an action is long. How do we form the past progressive in English? We use was or were, which are the past forms of the be verb, and an ing verb.
So in this case, you have two verbs that you use past progressive. They are telling you before that you emphasize on something that was happening in the past, that was a short or long activity. Now pay attention on the structure, please.
For example, he was walking to school. They were waiting for me. The student was taking a test. The students were eating lunch. There are two common reasons to use the past progressive. We use the past progressive to show when a short past action interrupts a long past action. When is a common time marker for this use. For example, I was watching TV when the power went out last night.
Pay attention to this example. So remember I told you was a moment in time in the past where something happened. So this is the great example. It says, I was watching TV. You don't watch TV 1 minute. You stay, maybe you see an episode, you watch the news, you watch the soap opera, whatever you want to watch, okay? So you were watching the video. It says 30 minutes. When the power went out, immediately, you had no electricity, right? So they mentioned two actions. Yes, they happen at the same time, but they mentioned that one action was longer and the other one was short, okay? So when you say something that happened, that is continuous or progressive, and something directly that happened in the past, in this case, the power or the electricity went out, then you use past simple, okay? Let's look at more examples.
The children were doing a science experiment when the fire alarm rang. It started to rain when she was walking to school.
So we have another example. It started to rain. So it rains during some minutes, right? But it starts at a certain point. Okay, when you were walking, you don't walk 30 seconds and you are in the school. Maybe if you live next door, right? But then that was the long period. You were walking, but what is something specific that happened in the past? It started to rain, okay? So let's see.
We also used the past progressive to show two long past actions taking place at the same time. While is a common time marker for this use. For example, I was watching TV while you were studying.
Okay, so the other option is that you mention first the long action, and then you mention another long action, right? So that's why it says while. So you were watching TV while you were studying. Sometimes the students, and I think this is common, that you are doing homework, right? While you are listening to music, for example, or you have Netflix in the TV and you are studying, maybe, right? So those are two long actions that you can do. While doing one thing, you do the other, okay?
Juan was playing the guitar while Maria was singing. While the teacher was writing on the board, the students were talking.
So again, the teacher doesn't write in 1 second, no. Take the time, some minutes, and the students were talking, right? So that was noisy, right? They were talking, she was writing, long actions.
The children were
Wait a second.
while
There's
while
another
the teacher was
example.
writing on the board, the students were talking.
Mhm.
What are clauses? A clause contains a subject and a verb. An independent clause can stand alone as a complete sentence, while a dependent clause can't stand alone. For example, in the sentence, I was watching TV when the power went out, the independent clause is, I was watching TV, and the dependent clause is, when the power went out. Did you know that we can reverse the order of the clauses with no difference in meaning? Note that we need a comma when a dependent clause starts the sentence. Let's look at a few more examples. It started to rain when she was walking to school.
I think that is the first or the second example.
When she was walking to school, it started to rain. The students were talking while the teacher was writing on the board. While the teacher was writing on the board, the students were talking.
So are you paying attention on the order? Sometimes you can write the same sentence in two different ways, right? You can mention first the action one, or then you can write it at the end. It's okay, it doesn't matter, right? But then it is important that you pay attention that you have to use commas that you have in this case, or you have to use while if there are two long actions, okay? Don't worry about the examples. We're going to continue practicing on this.
Juan was playing the guitar while Maria was singing.
So how we can change this? Juan was playing the guitar while Maria was singing. What is the change that we can apply? How can we do it? Remember, we're switching the order. So which is the change? Who knows? I mentioned that first you mentioned something and then the second thing. So what can you say? No one, no idea.
When it's plural,
Well, Juan is plural. No, Juan is only one person. Juan was playing.
no, it change when is in plural the sentence.
But I am asking about the order.
While
Pay
Maria
attention.
was singing,
Okay.
Juan was playing the guitar.
This is why I was asking. You can switch the order. Like Juan was playing the guitar. No, I won't start the sentence that way. I will start with while Maria was singing, comma, Juan was playing the guitar. You see, we changed the order. That's what I was saying. Okay, let's look at other example.
Look at the picture and say or write a sentence using simple past or past progressive verbs.
Pay attention, we're going to
Use
practice.
past progressive verbs whenever it's possible to do so. For example,
Okay, who can give me the answer? So
He was climbing.
when he,
When he
what happened? Yes, he was climbing the ladder. When he, what is something specific that happened in the past? You have to use
Oh.
simple.
fell.
In this case,
He was climbing a
you have
ladder
to use the
when
verb
he
in
fell.
past. Fell. Don't forget, we're talking about past. So he was, long action, was climbing the ladder when he fell. It was an accident, right? He fell. Excellent. Let's see. Next one.
Now you try.
Okay, try please.
They were singing in the car while he drove. No recuerdo.
Okay, let's see.
They were singing in the car while he was driving.
So in this case, you have two long actions, right?
Why?
I can give you a tip. Let me give you a tip and then I explain you why, okay? My God. Wait a second, when? Long action. Yeah, okay.
Miss,
Tell me.
entonces, when it's while, the two actions is with ing and was in where.
Yes. And when he's, remember the accident of the ladder, the short action that he fell, then you use past simple. But he was climbing, that was the long action, right? Take more time. So that's why I told you, if you take present the tips of when, past simple, short action, if you have present this information, in the examples, you're going to do great, right? So let's see more examples to practice a little bit more. So in this case, we had that they were singing, wait a second. Let me repeat this example.
Singing in the car while he was driving.
In this case, we have two long actions, right? He was singing, of course, a song, long action, driving, of course, you take some minutes to drive. So long action, you use while in one of the expressions, and then in the other one, you use, again, past continuous. Let's see. Okay, let's pay attention to this. So, if you have when, you know that after when, it is long or short action, past simple or past continuous. What do you need to use after when?
Simple.
Simple, So, in this case,
We were hiking.
okay, when it
Start.
Let's see.
We were hiking when it started to rain.
So it was okay. The long action, which was that you were hiking, right? Remember that you were in the mountain, you were hiking, right? What is something that suddenly happened, specifically in the past? It started to rain, right?
Yes.
Tell me.
The a short sentence.
Okay. Short action. Okay.
Action. Use ing and verb ed.
Actually, it's the opposite. Let me edit the message that I send you in WhatsApp so I can give you more hints. Past simple, remember, is ed. And then the other one is be plus ing.
In the short action.
Can you please check? I'm gonna resend the message here.
Okay.
Yeah. When I said past simple, finishing ed if it is regular, and if it is irregular, remember that is different, right? But then past continuous, you use the verb to be plus ing. Okay. So let's again continue looking at that. What else? What is the answer here? Please, all of you must be trying.
Sería, she was watching a movie while her parents were sleeping.
Okay, let's check.
She was watching a movie while her parents were sleeping.
So in this case, we have two long actions, right? She was watching the movie, long action, and they were sleeping. You don't sleep in 1 minute, you sleep hours, right? Long minutes. So excellent. Past continuous, very good. Okay, so here you have when. If you have when, you know this one is past simple or past continuous. If you have when.
Simple.
Simple, excellent. So probably the other one is continuous, right? So how would it be?
When the phone was ringing.
But it says simple. When the phone.
When the phone
Was right
Only
last
one
night.
verb. The phone.
I made dinner.
The opposite. When the phone, only past simple. What is the past simple of ring?
rang.
Ring it.
Rang. Let's see. And the long action, how do you put? I
Was making.
Okay.
When the phone rang last night, I was making dinner.
So don't forget, if you were saying great. When, past simple, excellent. If it is simple, one verb, that's it. Okay? Can be ed if it is regular, or a different verb if it is irregular. But then if I have simple in one, then I have a long action in the other part of the sentence. So I have was making. Okay, so she was cooking arroz con huevo frito, whatever she was cooking. And then in a moment during the night, you listen to the phone ring. Okay, let's see, what else? What is it?
Was studying.
Okay, was studying. My brother.
watching TV.
Okay.
While my sister was studying, my brother was watching TV. Thanks for watching.
Okay. Just in case, I'm gonna send you the link. Okay, here we have some key information that you have to remember when using past continuous. Here says that you have actually some examples. It says, wait a second, the example, at 8:45 last Saturday, I was working in my office. I was doing anything important, so 2 long activities. My friends were having breakfast, they weren't working. Now, in this case, I want to pay attention on the questions and negative forms, okay? Because we have already practiced affirmative or positive sentences. Let's pay attention on negative and questions. Then it says, for he, she, or it, wasn't. Remember, if it is the verb to be, do you need another auxiliary for negative? No. The verb to be can be negative, wasn't or weren't. And the questions, if you say he was working, you switch and you say, was he working? If you say they were working, switch, were they working? Okay, so that is important to pay attention on. And okay, so let's look at the example. This one, sorry, before I forget, this is to do with group work. Wait a second, no, this is not something you're going to do right now. Let me hide it, because then you are completing activities that you don't have to complete. I don't want that. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna give you the 2 activities of the past continuous in order to practice the 2 grammars and the listening, also to do in groups. Remember, in this unit, in unit 2B of the student book, you have 3 activities, and 2C workbook, you have 2. In total, they are 5, okay? So we're going to take the recess now, and then we come back to work, okay? In groups. So let me put the timer and see you in 15 minutes, okay? Don't forget, you don't have to disconnect.